All right, everybody, welcome back to Bourbon Flights OKC. This is episode number 15. It is the Oak Aged Excellence. We're comparing Jim Beam Double Oak, Maker's Mark 46, which is French oaked, and Woodford Reserve Double Oak. Eric, as always, with my co-host Jason. Man, I got to be honest with you. Feel a little rough today.
Yep.
Feeling a little rough. We kind of tied one on last night.
Yes, we did.
I keep hearing stories throughout the day of the things that I've done last night, and I'm not going to share any of them with these people. But it was a fun night last night out at the club. But I was paying for it this morning for sure. So, awesome. So I don't know if we just want to dive into this. I mean, we can just
get into it.
So what I will say. Neither one of us. We don't really jive with the whole double oak thing.
Yeah.
And I think the first time that I found out that you and I shared the same distaste for it was, I think we had that Peerless.
Yeah.
Was it the Peerless Double Oak that we had at Cachet? You describe it like...
It tastes like when you used to tear the... when you'd make the book covers with the paper grocery sacks, and then you'd tear a piece off to make a spit wad, and that heavy paper taste, that's what it tastes like to me.
That paper bag
taste. Or cart pizza box, maybe for some of you that pull the cheese off and got a little paper with it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's quite that bad. There is something about it though that I'm just not. Yeah. I'm not completely sold on. So we'll just run through, as we always do, these three bourbons, just a little overview, and then we'll dive into it. So the Jim Beam Double Oak, it is 43%. It is 86 proof. It is aged at 4 years minimum. I guess that means it's NAS. This is from thebarrelburner.com. The Breaking Bourbon folks don't have a review of this, so we'll have to struggle through this as we go here. The mash bill is 75% corn, 13% rye, 12% barley. It is distilled and bottled by the James B. Beam Distilling Company in Claremont, Kentucky, USA. Just in case you didn't know where Kentucky was. Moving on, in the middle we have the Maker's Mark number 46. This is the French oaked version. It is a straight bourbon. It is from the Beam Suntory. Which I think that is affiliated with Jim's.
That sounds like it.
Jim Beam or James Beam, whatever you want to call him. It's distilled by Maker's Mark, however. The release is ongoing. The proof is 94. The age is NAS. They say approximately 6 years. The mash bill is 70% corn, 16% wheat, and 14% malted barley. Excuse me. And the MSRP in 2022 is $40. How much did you pay for?
I don't.
And they're all like the little bottles. Like even this one is a little bottle.
Yeah, and I don't remember what I paid for this one, honestly.
Yeah,
I don't remember what I paid for the Beam either.
Well, you're no help at all.
I know. Glad to be of assistance.
That's all right.
I've had those for a while, so
okay. All right,
that's why I don't remember.
That's fair.
No.
Now this one is one of our least favorite bourbon brands, I would say. This is the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. It is a straight bourbon from Brown-Forman. It is distilled by the Woodford Reserve Distillery and the Brown-Forman Distillery. Release is ongoing. Proof is 90.4. The age is NAS. The mash bill is 72% corn, 18% rye, and 10% malted barley. MSRP in 2017, they're saying it was $45. And this particular one is a private barrel from
Kicking Bird Wine and
Spirits, and was a gift of our friend Carla over there. So thank you very much to her. She is such a sweet lady.
Yeah, and we had talked about the fact that we don't like the double oaked, and she was insistent that we try this one because it is a barrel pick, and as we've talked about before, a lot of times, vast majority of the time, the barrel picks are way better.
Yeah, for sure.
With a few exceptions.
And in this case, it was.
It was.
But it's still Woodford.
It is. But
me.
I would drink that before.
So
the other.
I'm going to be honest with you. I had regular Woodford the other day when I was on my my work trip. We were in Washington, D.C. We were in the Cascades area near Dulles. I didn't hate it as much as I normally do.
But that wasn't a double oaked, right?
No, it was just the regular Woodford, which I don't like usually at all.
Yeah, I'm not.
But they didn't have a ton of stuff there. They had a Calumet 16 that they were way overpriced on. I was like, whatever. I was buying the guys that work for me drinks, and I was like, whatever. We'll just do Woodford. It wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Your
great.
palate's evolving, maybe.
Yeah.
It's going the wrong way.
Yeah, exactly. Getting worse somehow. Yeah.
Devolving, I should say.
Devolving palate. All right. Well, I think it's time to start drinking.
Yeah, let's try the beam first.
Let's do it. Let's do the beam. The beam double oak. Again, this is 86 proof. It's a 4-year minimum on the age, and the mash bill is 75% corn, 13% rye, 12% barley. A little bit higher on the corn, which is interesting.
Yeah, you can smell it sweet. Doesn't smell like it's got a lot of heat on it. Just a little bit.
Yep. It's not awful. It's not great.
It's like drinking out of a soggy paper cup through a paper straw.
Like, yeah, the paper straws that they give you that just disintegrate in your mouth.
Yeah.
It's not great. It's very hot to me. It's not spice to me. It's hot.
There's no spice on that, hardly at all. But it's quick heat and it's gone, and then it's just. I mean, the finish is better than the front end taste for me.
Yeah, and like there's no smell to it really either, which is weird.
I mean, a little sweet, but
yeah. So they're claiming. So again, this is from the barrelburner.com. Glass is rather. This is the nose. The aroma from the glass is rather sweet with notes of caramel, mocha, and oak. It's rather complex for Jim Beam. I guess. I don't know. I don't smell anything. He's also saying that there's licorice, cinnamon, and nutmeg with lingering apple component.
Yeah, I don't
know if I'm just really hungover, but I don't smell.
I just smell a little bit of sweet, maybe a little brown sugar, but that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. The fact that this is complex for Jim Beam is concerning. The taste, the initial sip of Jim Beam Double Oak sees its front loaded with vanilla before revealing notes of an abundance of oak. What a surprise. And some caraway seeds. Think rye bread. I get the oak.
I don't get any vanilla.
I don't get vanilla.
It's oak right up front.
I don't know. Caraway seeds is a weird thing to mention. It also says nuances of cherry, marshmallow fluff, and a tiny wisp of apricots.
It's a little bitter to me.
Yeah, it is bitter.
Yeah,
it is bitter on the back end. Like, it's weird how the only thing you get on the nose is sweet, but it doesn't drink sweet. It drinks bitter.
Yeah,
that's very strange.
It is strange.
Very strange.
Some kind of witchcraft.
I'm thinking of we just watched it the other day. Waterboy.
Oh.
Women are the devil, Bobby.
That's right. Better go inside before she casts a spell on me.
That's right.
Or spell on us. That's right. Yep.
And they don't really have anything for the finish on. I don't know.
Would that even be good to mix with?
No, I think it's too oaky.
I would agree. I mean,
yeah, it's not. I am not a fan.
I'm not either.
I'm not a fan.
This is going to be a rough episode.
This is going to be a rough episode for sure. Let's take a quick break. Let's hear from our sponsor, and then we'll dive into the next two. Sound good?
Sounds good.
And then we can hopefully get this terrible taste out of our mouth. All right, we'll be right back. The Bourbon Flights OKC podcast is proudly sponsored by Bark Brew Coffee. Dive into the rich, bold world of Bark Brew Coffee, where every sip supports shelter dogs in need. Ethically sourced and craft roasted, our coffee brings a new level of depth to your morning routine. For the bourbon enthusiast out there, our blends are the perfect companion to your favorite spirit. Exclusively for listeners of this podcast, enjoy 10% off your order with code BARK10 at checkout. Elevate your coffee experience with Bark Brew Coffee at barkbrewcoffee.com. Cheers to great mornings and even better causes. All right, welcome back to Bourbon Flights OKC, episode number 15. We just had the Jim Beam, which was not great.
Paper cup,
paper
straw.
Dirty paper cup, dirty paper straw. Yeah. I don't know. I don't.
That was rough.
Yeah. And like, it's so interesting to me because I do like James Beam's products because like I love the Basil Hayden stuff. I love Legent.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was kind of a bummer.
I don't even mind regular Jim Beam, but that's
Yeah, I guess.
I like mixing regular Jim Beam with like Dr. Pepper and stuff. That's good.
Yeah, it's a good mixer. I don't know. Yeah, like as you described, I don't know if this would be good to. Yeah, and sugar,
so
right? Yeah.
So,
I don't even know if, like as you said, if that would be good to mix stuff with. So, oh my God, the dogs are barking. I greatly apologize. We're gonna power through.
Yeah.
All
right, let's go. Let's go ahead and try this.
Let's go to the Maker's Mark 46. This is French oaked. Again, it's made by the Beam Suntory, distilled at Maker's Mark. It is NAS age, but they say approximately 6 years. 70% corn, 16% wheat, and 14% malted barley.
Now this one has a little more smell to it.
Yes, this smells more of like a
bourbon.
Yeah, like a normal bourbon smell, I guess you'd say.
The oak, the vanilla.
Yeah. Oh, that's way better than the Jim Beam.
That is different.
I don't mind that actually so much.
Yeah, that French oak. It's almost like a seafood taste. Maybe
seafood.
Maybe I should. Yeah, it almost.
Okay.
I should have had some water between those. Yeah.
Oh my God. Seafood. I'm not getting the seafood taste, my friend. I'm sorry.
Oh my. Oh, let me try that again.
Oh my goodness. Are you still getting seafood? Really? Is that what you're getting out of this?
It almost like last night I had some lobster tail. And after you've swallowed the lobster tail and then that garlicky butter sits on the back of your palate.
That's what you're getting, huh?
That's what I get.
That's very strange.
It's like drinking lobster butter.
Oh my God.
No, it's not that bad.
I actually don't mind that so much.
It's definitely better than the Beam.
It's definitely better than the Beam for sure. So they're talking on the nose.
It's not like a fishy taste that I'm trying to describe though. Sorry.
You said seafood.
Well, I know, but I mean like more like lobster. Like lobster craws.
A lobster craw. So they're talking about vanilla, brown sugar, light caramel. Obviously, you get the oak. A hint of creme brulee. Combined, these scents provide for a delightful opening with a nice amount of balanced depth. That's on the nose. On the palate, they're talking about heavily charred and aged oak. What a surprise. And spice. And that's really it. I mean, and I think, cinnamon toast, caramel, and sweet syrup.
I'm going to go ahead and say I'm a no on both of those.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, not a fan, huh? I don't mind the Makers. I don't like the Jim Beam. I don't mind the Makers 46 so much.
If you put a gun to my head and said I had to drink one of them, I would pick the Makers so far. But
high praise for Makers Mark 46 French oak.
If you force me to drink it, I will. Only under threat of death.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I'd much rather just have the lobster tail.
Just give me the tail. Don't give me the Maker's Mark 46. The finish they're talking about, large pop of spice, which I would agree kicks things off. Dried leather, tobacco leaf.
I don't get the tobacco leaf.
I don't either. I get the dried leather. Yeah. Obviously, heavily charred oak.
It is kind of a dry finish.
It is, and I do kind of like that spice bomb at the end.
Yeah.
Because unlike I felt like the Jim Beam, there was a lot of heat at the end. Where with the Makers, it was more spice than heat at the end. Which I think I'm finding out that I kind of like that.
Yeah, the
little spiciness at the end.
As long as it's not that overpowering cinnamon.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. All right. Moving on to the Woodford, shall we?
Yes.
All right.
Please.
All right, so let's dive into the Woodford. This is the Double Oak. This is a barrel pick from our friend Carla at Kicking Bird.
Wine and Spirits.
Kicking Bird Wine and Spirits. And that place is awesome.
Yeah.
They have a huge selection. She is so sweet.
Carla, the manager there, has tried just about everything there, and she can give you exactly what things taste like and point you in the right direction. Plus, she's fun to talk to. So.
Oh, she's a blast. She's hilarious.
Yeah, definitely stop in and see them, and thank you to them.
I need to go over there because I had that Dark Arts last night.
Yeah.
The green bottle, which is in the The Brazilian wood.
The Ambarana.
Yes. I need to go over there because I know she had. I think she had a bottle or two of it, and I need to go. Over
It tastes a lot like Penelope Rio.
Yeah,
but a lot more easily to get. A lot easier to get.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
and I say that it is for now. Yeah.
Yeah, not as expensive. Yeah. I saw somebody selling Rio the other day for $300, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I want it, but I don't want it for $300.
No.
So again, this is from Brown Forman, Woodford Reserve Distillery, the Brown Forman Distillery. Release is ongoing. The proof is 90.4, ages NAS, 72% corn, 18% rye, 10% malted barley. So it's interesting. So the Jim Beam was 74% corn, the Makers was 70% corn, and this is 72. So we kind of have a little
right
range.
All pretty close.
Yeah, but a little range of corn in there.
Now this one smells a lot better. This one isn't like oak right in your face. This is more sweet,
like marshmallows.
That's what I was going to say, like maybe a toasted marshmallow or a marshmallow.
So it's funny you mentioned that because looking at this now, it's the first thing they mention is toasted marshmallows.
Oh yeah,
we're figuring this out.
Yeah,
and you know, and it's funny too, right? Because like you watch the Bruzel videos, and I don't know if you saw the one. He's talking to some guy, and he goes, I watch your videos, and like I'll drink the same whiskey you're drinking, and I don't understand how you're pulling all these taste and flavors out. Yeah. Like I'm. And he goes, you just got to do it. You just got to do it. Like same thing, like read a review while you're doing it, do a couple different ones. Mm-hmm. And he also kind of talked about power of suggestion as well, but he goes, you'll start to kind of figure out what's this flavor? What's this flavor? What does this taste like? And also, what do I like? What do I don't like?
Yeah.
What do I like and what I don't like?
Yeah. And some of these flavors, like, you don't hear a lot about, like the one you had earlier for the Jim Beam. What was that? Some kind of seed. Whatever.
Caraway seed.
Yeah. Okay. Who really
like
knows?
Rye bread seed.
So I try to relate it to things that everybody knows, like who hasn't had paper in their mouth. Let's be honest. Whether you wanted it there or not.
Exactly. Yeah. We all know what paper in the mouth tastes like.
So I mean,
yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, so I try to keep it a little, simpler. It makes more sense to me, and our friend Justin even said, "Yeah, I can relate."
And it's like that one that we did. It was like the whiskey in the wedding ring or whatever. Remember that, where the guy had like 20 flavors for the nose, 20 flavors for the palate. It was too much. It's like that's what I really like these Breaking Bourbon reviews. Yeah. All right, so I have again toasted marshmallow, sweet vanilla, lightly toasted oak, corn are topped with a drizzle of syrup.
Yeah,
I would agree with all of those things.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a drink.
Toasted marshmallows for sure. Mm-hmm. Like that is very, very noticeable.
That's definitely better than the other two.
Way better.
I mean, like
night and day.
Yeah.
I don't mind that so much.
I don't either. It's not an
when
overpowering
we had this with Carla, it was the same sort of reaction where it was like it's still Woodford, and like I can Woodford has that distinct taste. But I think this is better than regular Woodford for me. On the palate, they're talking about oak and sweet vanilla. I get that. Leather, caramel, dried dark fruits. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, I get the red fruits.
Oh, these are dark fruits, sir.
Oh, dark fruits, whatever. The fruits. The sweet.
The fruits.
The fruits. All of the fruits.
All of the fruits.
It's a fruit cup.
I get the caramel, obviously. Leather. Maybe a little bit. I don't get a ton of that. I think it's more of a leathery mouthfeel to me than it is like the flavor of leather, if that makes sense.
There's something in there it's almost like a muted tart taste.
Maybe like a dark fruit tart, perhaps.
Kind of like I don't know. Ooh. Yeah. There's something a little different on it. Giving you a hug.
Giving my heart a little hug.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's the vanilla, caramel, dark fruits, and oak, obviously, and that's really. I mean, it's not overly complicated. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I think
I would drink this.
I would keep it around, just because like we met John last night.
Yeah, he likes
Woodford Reserve, so maybe we should take that over and let him try that. But again, It is a private barrel pick, so it's going
to
be
be better than the regular the rubber. God, I can't talk today, man.
Not the rubber, the regular.
The rubber double oak. The regular double oak. Yeah, it's going to be better than that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would buy a bottle, but I certainly, like, if I saw it out at a restaurant and it was, you go to some places and they don't have anything.
I don't know. I think I would keep a bottle just, for other people.
Yeah,
who
you think
enjoy,
so?
Yeah, for other people that enjoy Woodford Reserve, they're like, oh, I like
or
Woodford
they like
Reserve.
double oak stuff or whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like, oh, well, I got
right.
something.
Okay.
You definitely got to try.
Maybe you've changed my mind.
Yeah, I mean,
it is. I guess it would be an interesting bottle. Like, maybe not so much for me, but for to have around when other people come over. Just to wrap this up on the finish, you've got the dry leather oak tobacco, burnt caramel, baking chocolate, rye spice, and sweet dried fruits.
See, dried
finish
fruits.
Morphs into leather oak and a dash of white pepper. I get the pepper for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if I get like the baking chocolate.
Yeah, and I don't like chocolate, so I would have told you right away. Because baking chocolate's bitter.
Yeah.
I mean, I say I don't like Woodford, but I keep drinking it. So,
well, because it's the only good bourbon on the table.
Yeah. Right. It is. It is good. If you like
terrible.
Woodford Reserve or you like Double Oak, you definitely want to check that out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think there's like a 121.2. Is that, what I'm talking about? There's like a Woodford. It's like Woodford 121 or something like that. I don't know if it's double oaked or not. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, it's 121. Woodford 121.2. It's their Woodford Reserve Masters Collection Batch Proof 121.2. Okay, so it's not a double oak.
Okay.
But I wouldn't mind trying that either. I mean, I don't know if, like, all of a sudden I'm figuring out that Woodford isn't as terrible as I thought it was.
Oh, like you said, palate's evolving. Your tastes are
getting worse.
Devolving. Yes, sorry.
Devolving again.
It's okay to be wrong, Eric.
Yeah, I'm good at it, apparently.
I'm sure everybody knows we're wrong all the time.
That's right. That's right. Do you want to put any of these on the ice?
Do I have to? I would put the Woodford
You
Reserve.
want to just do the Woodford on the ice and see what it is? I'm a little too hungover and I'm a little too unimpressed to do the makers in the Jim Beam on the ice.
Yeah.
I think the overarching theme there is just don't buy those.
Yeah.
It's a safe move.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. All right, let's take a quick break. We're going to throw just the Woodford on the ice, and we'll be right back. All right, everybody, welcome back. We have successfully put the ice in Woodford.
Can we talk about this the ice thing?
Yeah, that's right. I think I can clear up the pan dilemma. We've put ice on the Woodford Reserve Double Oak private barrel pick from Carla, the Carlas, really, at Kicking Bird. And really, it's the only one that's even worthwhile to drink again.
Yeah.
I guess you'll
Carla,
have to keep those.
You may be right. The more I was just telling Eric, the more I drink this, the less I hate Woodford Reserve.
Yeah, it's definitely changing my opinion on Woodford. Is it okay? Here's an even better question: is it changing your opinion on doubled oak stuff?
No, because the other two have reaffirmed that I don't like double oak, but that is a tolerable double oak. Well, did
you drink the Peerless when I had it? The Peerless Double Oak?
I believe I did.
Okay, and you didn't like it.
I didn't like it.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
but that
so you like some double oaks?
I'm devolving here.
We're talking about our changing bodies.
I'm falling apart.
That's right.
Still waiting for that VA total body transplant.
That's right.
Wow, that is a lot sweeter on the ice.
Wow,
that is sweet.
It really brings out that sweet.
That's actually not bad.
It's not bad on the ice.
I like it on ice.
No, it's the ice. It is the singular ice. I don't know why I say that.
Wow, that's shocking how much of a transformation that makes.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Wow.
It kind of dulls the oakiness and the spiciness and brings out more of like the caramel
and the dried fruits,
the dried dark fruits,
and maybe that toasted marshmallow.
Yeah, for sure.
That is good.
Yeah, much better.
Actually, yeah. Okay, maybe I will go buy a bottle.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to rush out and go buy. But again, as we said, it is a barrel pick.
Yeah, so limited supply.
Limited supply.
And I don't know how much she had left.
Yeah, what would be interesting to do is take some of the barrel picks that we've done that we still have and go buy the non-barrel pick version. I think
and do a comparison.
We did one episode like that. I think with the Wilderness Trail.
Yes, we did.
Or no, was that 2 different barrel picks?
We did 2 different barrel picks with Wilderness Trail, and I thought we did a regular Wilderness.
Oh yeah, we did. Yep, we did.
Yeah,
we need to do more of that.
Yeah,
I think it is interesting. Like, because I know we haven't had it on the podcast, but like we had that one Buffalo Trace store pick that we thought was the only store pick that we've had that was actually worse than
the
original
Buffalo Trace. But again, that's our opinion, and the people that chose that they chose it for their taste.
It's okay to be wrong.
It is. I agree. And I had a George's pick, but I gave that to Nick, the neighbor, because he didn't get one, and he really likes Buffalo Trace. So
how dare you? We'll just have to have him. Tell him not to drink the bottle. We'll have to have him in the bottle.
It may be too late.
Compare it to.
I don't know. I'll have to ask him.
It may be too late.
Now
I did like that smoke wagon that we had.
He had
over
a
there,
smoke
though.
wagon George's barrel pick, that was good. It almost had an Amberana flavor, but it didn't have any Amberana.
Yeah,
it was
good.
The label.
That was good. I like the dark arts that I had last night, as we said.
The green label. Yeah.
What was the other one? Oh, the Fox and Odin. That was awesome. I've had that one once before. I need to try to find a bottle of that. I really like the Fox and Odin.
I've seen that
just the straight bourbon. And then I had that Kentucky Owl.
Yeah.
Wise Owl or whatever it was. Wiseman.
Uh-huh.
It's okay.
Yeah, and Kentucky Owl's kind of pricey too.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I don't think I was a point. I wasn't at a mental state where I could really tell if it was good or not.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, Cachet has added on a steakhouse to their thing now, and
my God, it was
last
delicious.
night was their first grand opening, and it was wonderful.
Really cool cocktails.
Yeah, they have the 7 Deadly Sin cocktails. Yep. Those were really good. What was the one you had? That was
the Wrath.
The Wrath.
It was like habanero infused vodka.
That was
grapefruit, pineapple. Like it was like, for me, I really like spicy cocktails, so it was the perfect mix of like
the
spicy and sweet. They do this awesome smoke bubble on the top of it. Your dad ordered a Crown and Diet Coke and got it served in a trash can. That was pretty interesting.
That was funny. And then somebody else ordered something in the back room, and they got it in a trash can. It looks like your trash cans, that you have at your house.
Yeah,
so it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Your wife drank out of a bathtub.
Yep. They have a little drink with a bathtub, and that was Sloth. I think was that one.
I think so.
Yeah.
It had like cucumber foam on the top.
Yeah, cucumber foam, but it looked like soap.
And then my wife had a drink served in a box with dry ice.
Yeah, so when you open it, all the smoke comes.
Remember he said that they tried putting a Barbie in there and that the hair got fused to the dry ice.
Yeah.
So they don't put a Barbie in the box anymore, which is probably for good reason.
Right.
But yeah, and the food, I mean,
great
my God.
food, great
the lamb
service.
that I had was awesome.
Amazing.
The steaks were good.
Yeah.
The sides are excellent.
Chef Jim is just amazing.
Yeah, Chef Jim kills it for sure.
Yeah.
Really, really good. And like we didn't even scratch the surface. There's so much on that menu now,
Not for a lack of trying though.
No, we the crab cakes were good. Like, yeah,
the ahi
tuna was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yep. Man.
Good stuff.
Good
so
stuff.
Check it out.
Yeah, check it out. I mean, unfortunately, you have to be a member. Not unfortunately, but you have to be a member to get into Cachet. But if you have a friend that belongs at Rose Creek, they can take you in. Yeah. If you're thinking about joining, I'm sure they'll let you go in there and have a meal.
But even if not, provisions, the food is still great.
Yeah,
they're
good food at Provisions as well.
Public.
Yep.
For now.
Yeah, we sat on the patio last night, watched the sunset.
It's live music.
Yeah, it's a great place. It's an awesome place. Did you realize that his bass drum was in a suitcase?
No.
Yeah, he was playing so he had the foot pedals when he was playing guitar.
Mm-hmm.
His bass drum was a suitcase.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with a drum head on it. It was pretty cool. Kind of reminded me of the old movies where you see all the old street performers and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right. Well, any final thoughts on the unfortunate occurrences that have happened here today?
I think, we should probably do something like this because that one stands alone.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that
much better.
So much better. If you like Woodford Reserve Double Oak, you definitely want to get a bottle of that.
Yep. So we can both agree the Woodford Reserve Double Oak takes the cake, so to speak.
Well, if you get
the private
barrel pick. Yeah, because I've had the regular one at home, and I gave that to Tina to make drinks with.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely much better than that.
Gun to your head, you said you'd pick the Makers over the Beam.
Right.
I would agree with that. Excuse me.
I would prefer to avoid all that and just get the Woodford Reserve private.
Woodford Reserve Double Oak Private Barrel out of 10.
I knew you were going to say that. I'll go 6.5.
That's exactly what I was going to say. 6.5.
The other two?
Okay, one by one. Hold on. Don't get ahead of here.
Okay.
Maker's Mark 46 French Oak out of 10.
3.
Yeah, I'm like a 3.2.
You're being generous.
Jim Beam.
A 1.
Yeah, 0.8. it's
down.
This might be.
And I like Beam products, but
this might be the worst bottle
of Jim Beam.
I don't know. Okay, what's worse, this or Ancient Age?
Ancient Age.
Okay, right.
That just tastes like turpentine. That was bad. Awful. Paint thinner.
But I would say Mellow Corn's better than this.
I would absolutely.
The McKenna, the regular McKenna, is better than this.
Absolutely.
Evan Williams Small Batch, way better than this.
Oh, that's not even comparison.
Oh yeah.
Evan Williams probably beats everything on the table there. The vintage.
I'm talking about the small batch.
Oh, the small
1783.
The 17. Oh yeah, yeah. Still,
I mean, it still probably beats everything on the table.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
It's just interesting to compare to other things I've had. So,
and sorry to our friend that works for Jim Beam, but oof.
Yeah, it's rough. I mean, I have that bottle of
your other products are great.
Yeah, I have the bottle of the regular 46 Makers up there.
Oh, do you?
And it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not something I'm going to go run out and buy.
Yeah.
But I like the other Jim Beam products, like the Basil Hayden stuff, the Legion stuff.
I love Basil Hayden. That's a solid bottle.
God, they make one other one too that I really like. But yeah, the Basil Hayden's great. Yeah. You really can't go wrong. We need to get the whole basil, the toast.
The whole line, yeah.
They have the toast, the smokehouse or whatever it is, the rye.
The dark rye.
The dark rye, the regular one.
Toasted.
There's a bunch of them. Yeah, there's a bunch.
Good stuff.
All right. Any final thoughts, accolades, comments, concerns, questions?
Don't do it.
Don't buy these, please.
But get you some of that.
Yeah, that's fine. Go see our friend
Go
Carla
see Carlos
over at Kicking Bird. The Carlas.
Yeah, tell them we sent you.
Yep, tell them we sent you. They'll probably. Carla, the manager, will probably give you a hug.
She's awesome. They're both awesome.
They're both great people over there. Yeah. As we said in the last episode, or maybe it was 2 episodes, give them a try.
And it's not the same owners as last year.
New owners.
Literally
the entire, I shouldn't say the entire, 80% of the back wall of that, and it's a big store, is bourbon. Yeah. I mean, big selection, good selection. Yeah. Carla knows her stuff. Super sweet lady, super funny. Cannot say enough good things about their selection, the people that work there. Thank you for introducing me to them. And
I'm glad I went in.
Yeah,
it was a great thing, and
absolutely
turned out with a great relationship with them
for sure.
So, go check them out.
Anything else?
Nope.
Time to end.
It is. Thanks for coming, watching.
Yep, appreciate it. I don't know what we're gonna do next week.
I did. I wanted to. One last thing.
Oh my God.
We did find someone else last night who got a hold of the 1792 bottled in bond private barrel selection that our friend Justin gave us. We had on the show, and he loved it just as much as we did. Yeah, John had that.
Oh, yeah, that's a great bottle.
Yeah,
I think out of the 1792s, I think we agreed that was the best one.
Yeah,
right?
best one.
Yep.
But of course, again, a barrel pick.
Yeah, but I mean that's the way all this stuff's going now.
Yeah.
And again, I think that's maybe even why I feel more strongly or so strongly about the fact that we need, if we're going to do a barrel pick, we need to compare it to the regular one.
Yeah.
Because what I think, and you would agree, I assume, I don't want to steer people the wrong way where it's like, you get a barrel pick that's awesome, and then you could have the regular thing, and it's like, I wouldn't spend money on this. Thanks for joining us on this bourbon journey through OKC. Remember, there's a world of bourbon out there waiting to be explored, one sip at a time. Until next time, keep your glasses full and your spirits high. Cheers.